In 2018, I played The Binding of Isaac Rebirth for the first time. In fact, it was my first time playing a game in the roguelite genre in the first place. After that, I started realizing just how amazing this genre is. Isaac, Enter the Gungeon, Slay the Spire, Hades. All of these games and even more like them have become extremely popular within the last 10 years or so. Hell, just recently Ballatra was nominated for Game of the Year 2024, and in my opinion, it should have won, by the way.
No, it shouldn't have. Astrobot was an amazing game, and I loved every—
I don't care if it was good. It's just a modern day Mario Sunshine, see? It's a 3D platformer. You can float using some sort of propulsion system. Luigi isn't playable. Fuck you, Ballatra should have won. I don't care. But in all seriousness, why? Why are these games getting so popular? What about them makes us constantly say just one more run? Why am I getting a text from my girlfriend saying we're breaking up? Damn it. Oh shit, new stuff. Up to this point, some of you may have been wondering why I've been using the term roguelite rather than the more commonly known term roguelike. And that's because there is a difference, and it also gives me an easier time segueing into my first point. This difference is that roguelites give the player a form of progression between runs through things like unlocks, while roguelikes make you completely reset after each run. Each roguelite has a different progression system, by not only giving you more goals to achieve, but also giving you something new to try out or look forward to in the future. It's this progression that excites us, and makes us want to keep playing even after completing a run. Beat this boss as this character? You unlocked an item. Beat the final boss a certain number of times? Well, now there's another. Beat a specific boss as a specific character to unlock an item, and then die in a specific and unusual way while holding said item to unlock a character, and then do something specific as that character? You unlocked Eternal Suffering. Now with all of this shiny new stuff unlocked, you'll eventually get the opportunity to try it out in a run. But that's if you do get that opportunity. You see, one of the great things about roguelites is the RNG. By providing you with different items, enemy encounters, bosses, etc., this added randomness causes each run to be entirely different from the last. So now instead of gamer raging and blaming the game for your lack of skill and then quitting, you'll gamer rage, blame the game for giving you bad RNG, and then keep playing because this time will be different. Especially when you hold down the reset button until you start with a good item, because the mere thought of losing due to your items not making up for your lack of skill is a bit too scary. This is where the collecting aspect of roguelites come in. By collecting, I'm talking about the process of buying stuff from shops, going to treasure rooms, or anything else where you get stuff to improve your run. This process is the backbone of roguelites. Other than maybe gameplay or art style, what sets each roguelite apart are the things you get, how you get them, and how they impact your run. In its simplest form, the way this system gets us to keep playing is through immediate gratification. Unless its effect is inherently negative, each item from simple stat buffs to game-breaking effects will give your monkey brain some sense of excitement when you find them, because both will improve your chances of winning by some degree. Beyond that, however, I think there's another, larger reason this mechanic sucks us in. And I think that's because it gives you a sense of choice. It could be something simple like thinking this item synergizes poorly with another I have, so I'm not going to pick it up. Or it could be something more complex, like deciding how you want to spend your gold in a shop. If I buy this item, it can allow me to have an easier time against this boss that's coming up, but I know this card is normally pretty good against the normal enemies on this floor. It's this agency that lets you get a leg up on the RNG, and is what will, in the end, make that win much more satisfying, or that loss a bit less degrading. Because although it was RNG that gave you that choice, at least it was your choice to make. And now if you win, you'll know it might have been because your choices mattered. And if you lose, you'll at least know that it wasn't due to complete RNG. And hey, at least now you can use this experience to learn for next time. I mean, or you can just... But no matter what items you get, no matter what choices you make, no matter how many runs you've done before this, and no matter how many times you press that goddamn reset button, each run will always end in one of those two ways. Either you win, or you lose everything. Permadeath is the final thing I'm going to touch on in this video, and is, in my opinion, one of the more compelling parts of roguelites. Despite sayings like nothing gold can stay, most of us tend to latch on to things that we like, or things that are going well for us, and roguelites are no exception to this. Maybe you got a couple items that are synergizing well. Maybe you're nearing the final boss despite having a lackluster build. In both scenarios, you're always under the pressure by the fear that you'll lose. The end result being that your time and effort go towards nothing but an unsatisfying end, while accomplishing little to nothing. But despite all of that fear is also what excites me. I like feeling like my run could end at any moment. I like feeling as if I make one wrong move, I could lose everything I just worked for. Because as I described before, I like it when my decisions matter, even if death awaits me in the end. However, there is one scenario where losing becomes an afterthought, an impossibility that can only happen through sheer incompetency, a scenario where, whether it be through merciful RNG or skillful decisions, the stuff you collect gives you such overwhelming power that you have pretty much already won. The scenario I'm talking about is the God Run, a run where you are so powerful that to every other creature in that game, you might as well be considered a god.